Okay, I'm making this video because a couple of YouTube guys were talking about buying tool holders, but they were doing one-of jobs where they didn't really need to spend the money. So what I have done in the past is I've machined a pocket on just a chunk of steel, mild steel, doesn't have to be hard. And then I just machine a pocket into it to accept the insert. Now, the first step is to lay it out, and this is how I lay them out. I go a 1/2 inch in each direction, and then from that intersection I put a 5-degree line. That's where the edges of the insert are going to be. Using a 1/2 inch insert, so I use a 1-inch wide block. That seems to work really well. And I cut them longer than I need them, because if I screw it up, I can just cut it off and start over. Ask me how I know. Anyway, the second op is to pick up the upper corner. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. The vise is at a 5-degree angle this way, and a 5-degree angle that way, and a 5-degree angle this way. Now, in order to get the 5-degree angle, I've actually machined the base perpendicular to the fixed jaw. So all I got to do is drop my key in, and get over here so we can see, and put it up against it, and I've got a very precise 5-degree angle. So the first part, you machine it to this. You pick up the upper corner of the material and you feed down the thickness of the insert, 3/16, and then you whittle it out to the first line, which is horizontal in this case, at near horizontal at a 5-degree angle. Don't cross the other line because you're going to need that. And then when you get to the very bottom, you have depth. You have two choices. You can either leave it flat and take a tri-square file and undercut the corner a little bit, which is what I did on the first one, or you can drop the depth another 10 thousandths or so and give yourself a little clearance, which is what I did on the second one. I used a 1/8 inch cutter to do it. Then the second operation, we come around here, you flip the block around so it's 5 degrees the opposite way, and you can see it's 5 degrees the opposite way. Then we come in and we cut the nearly vertical wall at the 5-degree angle, putting an undercut in the back corner. You can make it the way this one's shown, or you can kind of go into the corner a little bit. Doesn't matter. Deburr the pocket and then put an insert in there and pick up the hole and drill through and tap for a number 10 screw. Now I used number 10 aircraft bolts for this. You can get them at industrial suppliers do carry them. Aircraft spruce is a lot cheaper. And these are aircraft washers. Now I can still pull 100 thou depth to cut with these at a moderate feed. My lathe is a light duty lathe. I used this one in a LeBlanc Regal that we had at the shop for decades. And this one I made for my 11 by 26 Grizzly. And they both work just fine. And I have tons of inserts. But that's about it. It's pretty simple. And as you can see, I put a cnmp on that end. Same basic procedure. And there you go. Well, I hope you can machine these up and have fun.